times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? And you know how I feel about spontaneous social interactions. Okay, you can stop laughing now. And what are you even doing here anyways? Shouldn't you be back inside with the cool kids or whatever? You were worried about me? But why? And how do you even know I was out here on this creepy bench of all places? Your friends told you I just suddenly left and hasn't been seen since? I didn't think anyone would notice. Psh, and you also missed me too, didn't you? Alright, now you're just being cheeky. Oh, you're being serious, you say? Sure didn't seem like it when you were busy playing cards with everyone earlier. Which, can I just say, you totally only won as a flock. Well, yeah. Don't tell me you forgot about all the times that you've had to treat me to lunch because of how often you've lost to me. I definitely could have beaten you if I had joined in. Then why didn't I? Well, because... it's complicated. Wait, what are you doing? You want to talk about it with me? Hey, come on now. You really don't want to have to do something like that. I'm fine. Seriously. Besides, I don't want to spoil your night or anything with my problems. You really don't mind? But are you sure? This isn't a kind of worms you want to open unless you're seriously ready for it, you know. Well, if you insist, then. Okay, so. Jeez, where do I even start? Right, well. I guess, to put it simply, it was just too much. There were too many people. Way too many people, and I couldn't take it. Way too many eyes that could have been following me, judging my every move. I just couldn't stand being in such a big crowd. What do you mean, what do I mean? You know I've never been the social type. Why do you think you're pretty much my one and only friend? Well, yeah, I always seem normal to you because, well, you're pretty much the only person I can really be myself with. I'm surprised you haven't noticed it before, honestly. The way I act around other people compared to how I act around you. Why I've never been to any parties until you brought me along to this one. And also, why I always stick close to you whenever we're in public. You're like... and I know this is going to sound super cliche, but you're like my pillar. Nowadays, the only way I'm able to function whenever we're in a social environment is by reminding myself that you're there with me and take comfort in your presence. I seriously don't know what would I do without you, you know? As much as we joke around and all, you really are my source of inspiration most of the time. Why do you think I act like you all the time? That's right, you dense goof. I pretty much base my entire public persona on you, since you're basically everything I could ever want to be. Friendly, charismatic, understanding, caring. Everything about you is what I strive to be myself. But that's also kind of the problem, unfortunately. Every time I'm separated from you, for one reason or another, I just stop being able to function. It feels like a rock being pulled out of my feet. I I just can't. And that's why I couldn't stay in the party any longer than I already had. At first I thought it would be fine since would be coming with me too, but before I knew it, you had been swept away with your other friends while I couldn't do anything but just stand there. It it was only a matter of time until the anxiety kicked in after that. Without you by my side, I just felt alone and afraid, just scared to do or say anything to anyone because I was worried that they would judge me in some way. The thought of being spurned and outcast again was just too much for me to handle, so I just... Why are you hugging me, you idiot? You're just making me want to depend on you even more. Wait, what? What do you mean you're fine with that? You shouldn't be. Even I know this isn't something that's healthy for me, and it will only cause you trouble for you too. You're fine with it until I can build up the confidence myself? And you'll even help me work on it with you? You... God, I can't believe you. You've always been like this, you know. Yes, you have. You're way too nice for your own good. Ever since we first met at that class all those years ago. No, it wasn't at Mr. Fornes's class, silly. It was our Mary's. That's right, though. Unlike you, apparently, I still remember it like it happened yesterday. I was sitting alone at the back of the class when you just suddenly approached me on a whim with that goofy grin on your face. Remember? You told me that I looked like I needed a friend, and that was enough of a reason for you to befriend me. Mrs. Florence's class was where we first shared our table together, and we've pretty much been inseparable ever since, haven't we? I could never stay away from you because, well, I've pretty much already told you why either. And you rarely ever left me alone because you felt like you had to protect me or something. Oh, you don't need to apologize for misremembering it. I've always had better memory than you anyways, judging from all the times I've had to remind you of your own classes. Instead, you should be apologizing for not caring about yourself enough in favor of caring for other people. Seriously, you're so darn selfless that you don't even think of yourself most of the time, and it drives me nuts. But I guess that is also why I like you so much. I said I like you, okay? I'm probably going to regret this later on, but since we're being honest right now, it seems like a good time as any to finally get this off my chest. I mean, how could I not? You've always been there for me ever since we met on that fateful day. You've been by my side through all the ridiculous shenanigans we somehow keep finding ourselves in, even if some of them were totally your fault. But I know the real reason you did all of that with me. You didn't need to have me with you just to bail you out whenever you get in trouble. You did it because you didn't want me to see me alone. I. No one has ever cared for me that much before. To go so far out of their way just for my sake. That's why I guess somewhere along the way my feelings for you grew to something more. I want to be more than friends with you. But hey, I know you probably don't feel the same way, so it's alright if you don't want to. Wait. What on earth was that for? Does this mean you... 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 You do like me too? But why? Why would someone as outgoing as you like a social outcast like me? What do you mean you don't care about stuff like that? You deserve better. So much better than what I can offer you. You really still accept me for who I am? I thank you. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Cute? I'm not cute. Now you're just teasing me. You're actually enjoying this, aren't you? Hey, don't try to act nice now to avoid the question. Well, you can make it up to me by, eating lunch with me tomorrow, maybe? Oh, yes, I am asking you on a date, you dense goof. Did you really have to make me spell it out? You will? That's great. We can go to that cozy bakery you like so much. Yep, that's also where we first ate together outside of the school. I'm surprised you remember. And just so you know, this just means I'm going to be sticking with you even more than I already have. Of course you'd like that. Well, just don't say I didn't warn you, alright? And hey, thanks again for being here for me. I really appreciate it.